way I brought the racks out. Money, the way I brought the racks out. When we brought the racks, what you want again? Ain't never falling off, yeah, I keep the racks now. They I'm ballin' like the Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off, yeah, I keep the racks now. Then I'm ballin' like a Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Did the dash, stand in the bitch, didn't crash. Molly on him, then his ass. Real bad bitch, did the perky dance. Failing out over Birkin. The kid came smelling like the strong, don't remind me. 6500 on the bus, shit, I'm grinding. I'm still got timing. Cartier watch with the wrist and it's blinding. Every time I crank that beat, that auto start up. That's a money move, watch the money move. Go on a money move, watch what the money do. Watch what the money do. Started from the bottom now, who on with the same class. We act a fool, we act a fool, baby. We act a fool, we act a fool in it, bitch. We act a fool in it, baby. We act a fool in it. It's us, ain't never falling off. Yeah, I keep the racks now. They I'm ballin' like the Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off. Yeah, I keep the racks now. Then I'm ballin' like a Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah.
Let me play it easy, play with me, chopper shoot, nigga, heat on me. I'm really from the A, yeah, you see it in me. He living like Trey Young, I was born for this. Know the nigga cold with the motherfucking cooking on the stove. Yeah, the nigga going crazy, yeah, I'm rocking at them show. I'm 1,000 for life, gotta keep it in the east street. Nigga, play with me, have to make it go easy. I'm the one that really bout to cut this shit just like karate. Nigga really know what poppin'. I'm a player, I keep some options. Get some money, keep it poppin'. Bitches know that how we rockin'. Number one trending toppin'. I'm the one that she be toppin'. Wear white or the gold, cause you know this shit gold. Man, how this shit go. Man, really got it, yo. Man, I don't put it on my soul. Nigga, turn this shit so glow. Nigga, gotta get it in, nigga. One day we go.
Ain't never falling off. Yeah, I keep the racks now. They I'm ballin' like the Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off. Yeah, I keep the racks now. Then I'm ballin' like a Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Still ballin' on them, yeah. Yeah, I keep the racks now. Then I'm ballin' like the Hawk, racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them, yeah.
Come in. Snack up.
Max, baby.
We talk hoes. ATL ho. If you didn't know, we them dogs, boy. We gon' let them loose. ATL ho. If you didn't know, we come with a flame, hotter than a stove. Go, 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 go. We talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes. I'm way too hot, not even this ice could cool me off. These people hate on me like ESPN do the house. Black and red on my jersey, like every day. That's my team, middle finger up to Stephen A. We all bite while them other teams barking. And my bench looking like a damn dog pen. You get flooded like the VVs in my closet. I got boards, I just put the whole mall. 10 racks I'm on, ATL I'm on. Got me feeling like I'm Kobe, I can't pass the ball. Don't come in at ATL if you can take a loss. My jersey like ketchup mustard cause it's too much sauce. You should give me pots and pans cause I'ma cook 'em up. The mother player so irrelevant, can't look 'em up. I clean the floor with all these haters, I'ma mop 'em up. I got a question for your shawty, is she down to go, 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 go. ATL, ho, if you didn't know. We them dogs, but we gon' let them loose. ATL, ho, if you didn't know. We come with a flame, hotter than a stove. Go, 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 go. We talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes, we talk hoes.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Demond in the building, man. We Talk Hawks TV. Y'all know what time it is. We back up in here with an afternoon show, lunchtime show. Your boy is using his lunch break so I can come rap with the family. You feel me? Was gonna do a show last night, but I had to go watch my boys play last night. Salute to the U.S. men's national team, baby. Into the round of 16 for the first time since 2008. We up in here. But I'm here to talk Hawks basketball with my fellow Hawk fans. And you know what time it is. Lunchtime wrap up. We gonna drop the link. Come tap in with me, man. Let me know how you feel. Let's talk some free agency, man. Okay, let's talk some free agency. Okay, man. So I don't know if y'all remember. I might not have told y'all. I'm in like a lot of Hawk little groups and stuff. So I say stuff all the time. Sometimes I forget where I say it, right? And I told one group, I said it in one, I can't remember where I said it at. I said, the best thing we could hope for as Atlanta Hawk fans is that our current players make another step in development and improvement. You feel me? That's the best thing we could hope for. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. And chat, first of all, let me get the salutes going. My bad. I want to get back to saluting everybody who tapping in. Let me know who tapping in, man. Salute to my boy Rob Blackman, man, in the building. My boy Cujo in the building, man. Cool Breeze in the building. Salute. Salute the Spaceman Ladarius. Salute the GP25. My boy Josh G in the building. Salute. He said, we hype over Aaron Wiggins. My boy Raj back in the building. I know you lit. You got Kawhi back. My boy James Thomas in the building. Salute. Certified in the building. Cool Breeze in the building. You feel me? Cal L in the building. Salute. My boy Johnny May, who does intro song for us. Salute to my boy. Make sure y'all go check him out on all platforms. Snacko, a.k.a. Snacko, a.k.a. Johnny May. Salute to my boy. Who else up in here? My boy Earl in the building, right? Who else up in here, man? My boy Rob Channel TV in the building. Who else we got in here? Salute. Austin in the building. What up, my boy? Alexander in the building. Salute. My boy Gerard in the building. Salute to the homeboy Gerard, man. T. Scott in the building. Salute. Alexander in the building. Salute. Everybody in the building. OG John in the building. Salute. He said he need a couple drinks. Damn, John, it ain't even 5 o'clock. It's not even 5. My boy Eddie in the building. Salute, man. Let me go and rap with y'all, man. You feel me? Salute to my boy Austin. Member. We got a new member. Austin in the building. Salute. Love members of the channel, man. You feel me? All right, let me get down to it, man, because y'all know me. I'm not going to take up too much of y'all time. You feel me? I'm not going to take up too much of y'all time, man. Salute to my boy DG. I'm D Gibbs Steaks in the building. What's good? Where Kool-Aid at? Kool-Aid probably at work, man. Kool-Aid probably at work right now. You feel me? Let me chop it up with y'all real quick, man. I might do another show this evening, but it's gonna be a little later because I got Run Club this evening. So if I do another show, it's gonna be late, probably around my boy Madness in the building. It's probably gonna be around 9:30ish Atlanta time. So y'all let me know if y'all gonna be up 9:30. About 9:30 Atlanta time, man. Let me know, man. I'll be back up here. You feel me? But I gotta go to run group earlier. So, but I want to rap with y'all a little bit, man, about free agency, man. And this is Cujo stupid, bro. Free agency not too exciting if you're an Atlanta Hawks fan, not too exciting. You brought back Jay, my boy Jay in the building, Jay the Hawks fan. Where I get the jersey? Temu. No, I got this one from where'd I get this jersey from? Because the jerseys was sold out on Nike. I went to try to get one. I meant to buy a jersey before the World Cup started, and I forgot to do it when we won the first game. I went to Nike, and all the jerseys were sold out. I got this. Where did I get it from? I got it from somewhere off eBay. It's some bullshit though. It ain't no authentic one. You feel me? But you know me, sometimes I be impatient. So I don't really care about the quality of the jersey because I only paid like $40 for it. So I ain't even tripping. You feel me? I just wanted something to represent. Right. But let me swing back. You know what? Let me segue. That's a good segue, Jay. Patience. I don't have patience. I didn't have patience to get a jersey, so I went and bought a bootleg jersey, right? Even though it did save me about $90, right? Patience, right? Let me tell you what's funny, man. I get a lot of fans when I get on Twitter and I talk about the Hawks trying to win. The Hawks, I want to chase a championship. I want to go get certain players so we can win and we can compete. And that's because, man, when you, and I know some of y'all out there might be about the same age as me. When you've been following the team for so long, right? And then you sit back when somebody tell you to be patient, we're going to build this team the right way. And you sit back, when they tell you that, you sit back and you just think the last 25 years, how many times you've heard, we're going to build this team the right way. We're going to develop players. We want to build a consistent winner. Like just in the last 25 years, now y'all know I've been following this team for over 40 years, right? But when I just go back 25 years because I want to make sure we include even some of our younger fans. When you think about just the last 25 years, and I ask fans, okay, you telling me to be patient, we gonna build. My question is this: what have we been doing since 2000? We have not been drafting. We have not been drafting in the top 10. We have not been drafting in the top 5. We have not put our hopes in young players. And at the end of the day, what do we have to show for our draft picks in the past 25 years? Like, we really don't have much to show for our draft picks in the last 25 years. The guys, that's a quarter century. That's a quarter of a century. We've had number 1 overall pick. We had number 2. We've had number 1 overall pick. We've had a number 2 overall pick. We've had number 5. We've had number 3. We've had number 6. We've had multiple picks in the top 10. And what do we have to show for it as an organization? Can anybody tell me? What do we have to show for it? You have what? Let me think. Trae Young, Jalen Johnson are 2 dudes that we drafted. Watch this, man. You know what? Because people love to tell me this, man. Salute to my boy Jordan. I like to call. call Jordan. He's one of those fans that it depends on what type of mood I'm in, because I like to call Jordan the fan of reason. Because what he says makes sense. But Jordan is the type of fan like he's what he says makes sense. But it's certain times where I don't want to hear common sense. That sounded crazy, right? It's sometimes I don't want to hear common sense. You feel me? If that makes sense to people. Let me explain what I mean by that, right? So my man says these are not the same people in charge. You can't put 50 years of bad decisions on a guy who's in his second year in charge. Is that true? Yes. That's facts. That's true, right? Hey, that's true. Like if I was relaxed and calm and we had already won a championship or we had been to the final, I would be like, you know what, Jordan, you're right, man. Let me calm down. Like this, what he says to me makes sense to me. Like if we was talking about the Braves, you know what I'm saying? Because like the Braves got championships. The Braves been to multiple World Series. The Braves multiple divisions. The Braves MVPs, Cy Young Award winners. So like you can sit there with the Braves and be like, you know what, man, we can't blame Alex for what's going on. We got to give him a break. You know, we got a championship in 2021. We got to, but when it comes to the Hawks, bro, let me tell you something about this comment that irks my nerve. And it's not Jordan, it's the comment, right? Watch this, gang. Watch this. I want y'all to think back to the year 2000. Okay? Think back from the year 2000 to today, 2026, right? It doesn't matter who we have in charge. It doesn't. Who said that? Was that The Rock? It doesn't matter. It could be Ansi, Travis, Chris Wilcox, Bud, Coach Bud, the Atlanta Spirit Group, Tony Wrestler, Rick Sund. It doesn't matter. Because for some reason they come here and get the same results. Am I tripping? Am I lying or am I flying? It don't matter who we put in charge. Landry Field, Coach Bud, Chris Wilcox, Rick Sund. We get the same exact results. Why is that? Why? Landry Fields, we get the same exact results. Danny Ferry, we get the same results. In the past quarter century, it don't matter who in charge, bro. We supposed to just be happy about making the playoff. And then you get, bro, in 25 years, the last 26 years, you got 2 trips to the conference finals. 2 in a quarter century. Oklahoma City already got a championship. And they ain't even been in Oklahoma City. I don't think they've been in Oklahoma City 15 years. The last 25 years, guys. When was the last time we had any player in the top 5 MVP vote? Does anybody know that? I might have to look that up. It's 25 years of bad drafts, bad development, picking the wrong dude, not getting the young dudes ready. They don't play, bad trades. But let me tell you something that we haven't done. I got to sit up for this one. I got to sit up for this one. Let me tell you something that the Atlanta Hawks have never done. Well, I'm going to say it like this, that we haven't done since the year 2000 in the last 25 years. You know what we haven't done? Just went and bought a freaking championship. Just went out and just got players and built a contender. I need an Atlanta Hawk fan in the chat. Tell me, anybody, give me an Atlanta Hawk fan who could tell me the last time the Atlanta Hawks started the season and you as a fan felt like that we could compete for a championship, bro. When was the last time the season started and you was like, we might be able to win a championship? We don't know that feeling. If you're a fan as long as me, you haven't felt that way since the 80s and 90s. But besides that, from year 2000, the last 20, some of our fans not even 25 years old. They don't know. Some of our fans have never seen the Atlanta Hawks as a legit title contender. That's crazy, right? Some of our fans have never seen the Atlanta Hawks. They never woke up in October, the end of October, saying, you know what, my boy? I might put a couple $100 on the Hawks to win it this year. You never felt that. But you know, the younger fans, they tell Unc FC, Unc, you gotta be patient. Unc, you gotta be patient. You know what this one dude told me on Twitter, y'all? This one young fan, you know what he told me? This dude told me, Unc, you gotta be patient. You don't build a championship team in the off season. He told me you don't build a championship team, and I'm like, then when do you build it? When do you build the team? When? At the trade deadline? I don't know what the young man meant. But I'm just like, it's a head scratcher. I got young fans telling me, yo, Unc, we can't skip the steps. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. And I'm sitting here the whole time like, bro, why we just don't go get, listen, you know what's so crazy? I'm sure 90% of Atlanta Hawk fans, right? If you walk up to them, and I'm sure probably everybody in the chat that's a Hawk fan, right? If you walk up to them, man, hold up, man. I forgot what I was gonna say, bro. I got so many thoughts going through my head, bro. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Watch this. If you ask Hawk fans, I guarantee you probably at a 90% clip, probably higher. They will tell you this, bruh, no star player in their prime comes to the Atlanta Hawks, right? None. But you know what people tell me? They'll be like, yo, Damon, yo, this ain't the time. This ain't the time to go get a star. Damon, this ain't the time. We not one player away. Can somebody tell me when was the last time the Atlanta Hawks was one player away from competing for a championship? I need to know. When was the last time? Somebody tell me, give me a year. When was the last time the Atlanta Hawks was one player away? Does anybody know? Because I was thinking, it ain't been in the last 25 years. I could tell you that. When was the last time we was one player away? So, like, when people tell me that, I'm like, when? Bro, you had an opportunity to go get Jaylen Brown, right? You had an opportunity to go get Jaylen Brown, right? And you know what? Let me tell y'all this, family. When they was telling me, Demond, you know what you're going to have to give up to get this guy? At first, I was like, you know what? I can see what some of the fans are saying. I can see the point that they arguing. I can see the point that they debate. They don't want to give up all these players and all these assets because they probably going to want all this stuff, right? Bro, when I seen Jaylen Brown went for a player, probably, bro, Paul George, near my age. They traded Jaylen Brown for a dude my age and 4 funky ass picks. You had an opportunity to go get a star player, a finals MVP, the dude was top 5 in MVP voting for pennies on the dollar, and we didn't do it. You know why? You know what they was telling me? He made too much money. You know what I was thinking when they told me that? You know what I was thinking? I was like, it ain't your money. Why we acting like, why you want to say, bro, our owner is a billionaire? What was he ranked? Did he rank like in the top 5 richest owners? Didn't our owner rank like he up there? He broke. Our owner is like a quadruple looper billionaire, and fans trying to save him money. He make too much money, Demond. He makes $60 million. I'm like, but you not paying it. Bruh, this is crazy. This crazy. You could, bro, let me tell y'all something, bro. You could have got him pennies on the dollar. Because watch this. You don't want to pay Jaylen Brown $57-60 million. You don't want to do that. That's cool. So I don't want to hear no complaint. What you think Ant-Man gonna cost? All these young fans keep trying to sell. The young fans be like, we making space for Anthony Edwards. What you think he gonna cost to get him? You think you gonna be able to give them Zachary Ricochet, Dyson Daniels, and 4 picks for Anthony Edwards? Is you crazy? How much money you think Anthony Edwards gonna be making by the time he become a free agent? You think he's gonna be making $40 million? When Ant-Man if he become a free agent, okay, you know how much money that contract gonna be? And then it's not even a guarantee he gonna leave Minnesota. That's why I don't get it. I can't wait. We gonna get Ant-Man and woo. Every time they tell me that Ant-Man stuff, you know what I be thinking? You know what I be thinking when they tell me about Ant-Man? I be thinking when Ant-Man was talking to Jalen Johnson at the All-Star game. He was like, man, y'all got that boy Kuminga, man. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, he like Kuminga. Because at first I was trying to tie it all together. Maybe Ozzy wouldn't have got Kuminga to try to lure Ant-Man back to Atlanta. I was thinking that at one point. I was like, it ain't no way he gonna let Kuminga leave, bro. With Ant-Man like Kuminga, Jalen Johnson. I think Jalen like Kuminga. I could have Jalen Johnson, Kuminga, and Ant-Man. They let him go, man. So it's just like, when are we gonna get a star player? And here's another thing. Here's another thing that be tripping me out, man. Here's another thing that tripped me out, right? Here's another thing that tripped me out. I ask people, not people, I ask Hawks fans. I be asking Hawk fans, I be like, hey man, is Jalen Johnson a superstar? They be telling me no. So he's not a superstar. No, Damon, he's not a first option. No, Damon, he's a number 2. He's a number 2. And I'm thinking, okay, so if he's a number 2, why y'all don't want to go get Jaylen Brown? You can have Jaylen Brown and Jalen Johnson. Because you know what I've learned about teams that go get multiple stars? They go get the stars first. Then they figure all the other shit out later. Miami just traded for Giannis. You see what they gave up to get Giannis? Do you really think Pat Riley was thinking, oh, I'm not going to get Giannis because then I don't know what to do. I don't know. No, he said, give me Giannis, take who you need outside of Bam, and we'll figure the rest of this shit out later. That's what these contending teams do. That's what teams like the Lakers do. Let me tell you something, man. I seen Hawk fans talking about the Lakers, right? Oh, the Lakers gave Walker Kessler. They're not going to have no picks forever. They woo. Let me tell you something about teams like the Lakers, right? They don't be caring because they chasing championships. They not chasing developmental players. They're not looking at the draft. I'm already looking at the 27, 28 young dudes. If y'all don't know, I'm reposting the U.S. under 17 team. But they go get players, and they think about, they ain't worried about that stuff, bro. Because at the end of the day, right? You see what the Lakers did. They went and got Kessler. Even though fans told me, Kessler not worth that money. I'm not going to give Kessler that money. He only played, he missed, blah, 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 blah. Every excuse not to pay these dudes. But I'm looking at teams that go chase championships, pay these dudes. Because here's one thing you can't say about the Lakers, right? If you are a fan of the Lakers, right? One thing you can't say, even if what they do right now fails, right? It doesn't result in a championship. At the end of the day, as a fan, you can't say your team didn't try to go get a championship. That's all I ask. And once again, I ask you in the chat. I ask all Hawks fans. I ask you in the chat. When was the last time, when was the last time the Hawks was chasing a championship? You can't sit here and say, you know what? Hey, we didn't make it in the playoffs. We messed it up, whatever. But at least we tried to go chase a championship. It's the same thing in Phoenix. Remember, they went and got Bradley Beal, Booker. They went and got Kevin Durant. It didn't work, but guess what? As a fan base, you can't sit there and say the owner was excited trying to win a championship. But what you can't say as a fan of the Phoenix Suns, at least one thing you can say is at least my team tried to go get a championship. They put forth an effort. You can't be disappointed at stuff like that. But, bro, just to be sitting here watching these Hawks games, us sitting here looking at players, seeing how they're going to develop all this, and then I got fans telling me the goal is they happy if we make the playoffs. What? Make the playoffs? We already make the playoffs. We do that already. But like I say on Twitter, right? They never talk about these dudes who talk about patience and all this mumbo jumbo shit. They never talk about winning championships. You never hear them say it. Because then when they tell me, Damon, we got to do this. We got to be patient. We got to do this. You know what I say? I say my response, the same thing every time. I'll be just like this. Okay, so when are we competing for a championship? That'd be my response every time. Okay, well, tell me when we going to be competing. When are we going to be one player away? And they never have a response. Never have a response. See, me, once again, I can only speak for me as a fan. I always tell people I'm just a fan, right? I can only speak for me as a fan. Making the playoffs, to me, making the playoffs should be a bare minimum. It shouldn't be a goal. It should be bare minimum. Making the playoffs should be the bare minimum. Why are we celebrating? Oh, at least we made the playoff. Okay, we've made the playoffs plenty times. Let me drop the link if anybody want to come up here and chop it up with your boy, man. Let me know how y'all feeling, man. On this lunchtime, just a little lunchtime chop up real quick, man. And then free agency, guys. Look, let's keep it a buck, man. It's like I told the homeboys, bro. It's like I told the homies. You'll see me tweet stuff about players. When I tweet that stuff about like Jaylen Brown or whoever, when it comes to free agency, I'm really just manifesting that stuff. I'm really just hoping. I'm really just praying because in reality, I know we're not going to get them. I knew that already, but I was just hoping maybe because for some odd reason, every time I talk bad about the Hawks or a player on the Hawks, they do the opposite of what I be saying. So I was hoping that if I keep saying we're not gonna do shit, we will go do stuff. But I posted that Jaylen Brown stuff because I like this is a great opportunity. My boy Cujo say, "What about that Max Strus? Hey, he might be on the Hawks. Max might be on the Hawks, my boy. You know." My boy told me some other stuff too, man. One of my homies told me some other stuff, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know what he told me, it don't benefit the Atlanta Hawks. You know. Yeah, Z, I was trying out reverse psychology, man. That shit didn't work. Bro, I was hoping I was gonna wake up, look on Twitter, and I had a whole bunch of Hawk fans telling me that I was wrong. Damon, look, you was wrong talking all that shit, Damon. You look at Ansi doing his thing. That's what I was hoping for. But every day I would wake up, look on Twitter, I'd be like, damn, we ain't do shit. What I think about Dyson shooting, I put that on Twitter this morning, man. I put it on Twitter. Like at the end of the day, bro, right? He got to do it when it counts. I mean, bro, every NBA player can make 3-point shots when they doing their training. You know what I'm saying? When they doing all in their training videos, making these threes. But at the end of the day, we need Dyson Daniels to do that shit in the game. And I'm going to tell you, like, bro, it's like I tell people, man. Like I tell people, one thing I don't do, bro, what I don't do is I don't lie on players, right? I mean, like for me, it makes no sense to lie on players, right? So all I say about Dyson Daniels is He can't fucking shoot. I don't know why people get mad at me when I say that. It's a fact. It's facts, right? And then people say, why you be talking shit about Dyson Daniels all the time? Because we need this nigga if we want to win. If we want to compete, we need Dyson Daniels to do the same shit that he did the second half of the season last year. Well, the previous season. When he did that second half, he was shooting 34% from three on like 3 attempts. We need him to do that if we want to be competitive. That's why I be on Dyson Daniels like that, bro. Because the only thing I say about Dyson Daniels, when it comes to Dyson Daniels, I just talk about his offense. I always give him credit as a defensive guy. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, Cujo. Okay, I was wrong. I lied. I didn't lie. I was wrong. I was wrong on Moji, right? I was wrong on Moji being lost. I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. But it just, listen, let me tell you something about this right here. You lied about Moji being an all-star by year 3. You know what's so sad, bro? Let me tell you what's sad about this, right? Moji wasn't even like a top 10 pick. And I'm up here, I was hoping and praying. I'm like, maybe this is the guy. Maybe this is our Jokic. You can get somebody at the end of the first round, early second, and the diamond in the rough. See, they had me fooled for a minute, man. Because sometimes the Hawks, man, sometimes, bro, they'll fool me. They'll trick me. Like Landry, they'll trick me into thinking that maybe I need to make a shirt that says maybe this guy will be a diamond in the rough. Maybe this guy is the guy. Maybe. Turns out, dude, just a role player, barely playing, blocked some shots. Yeah, you right there. He trying. Like, bro, I tell people all the time, bro, I'm a Hawks fan, bro. I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I want to wake up and be like, when the season starts, oh, yeah, we're going for a title. But it look like this year, maybe we can make some noise in the summer league, man. Maybe we could win summer league this year. Maybe we could make a run in the NBA Cup, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't, bro. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I just, bro. They be tricking me, dog. But like in free agency, man, like I knew we wasn't gonna do nothing for real. But like I'll always be having that little glimmer of hope. I was really hoping with Jaylen Brown. Now listen. I understand the logic behind what Ansi Sailor is doing. I understand the logic, right? But I was hoping with a guy like Jaylen Brown, who you could get pennies on a dollar, this will fast forward what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I guess. And then, you know, I see some of y'all in the chat talking about, y'all talk about some, well, nobody wants our players. That's not good. That's not good. If you telling me nobody wants our players to trade, that's not good for us. You feel me? That's not good for us. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. So, like, I mean, now you're seeing You see other teams out here trying to get better, right? I mean, of course. I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I mean, honestly, brought everybody back. So, I mean, that's your start. Your starting five is pretty much set. Can we agree? I think what? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think we one player over. I think we at 16. You can only carry 15 on standard contracts. So maybe we could get something there. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring up got the homeboy Dev in the building, man. Let's bring up the homeboy Dev. What's good, my guy?
What's up? What's up? How you been?
Chilling, man. Chilling. What's your thoughts on the free agency so far, my boy?
This has been well, before I go to the Hawks, this has been the craziest offseason I've ever witnessed. Like, my goodness. Of course, I've seen the Hawks like go up. The East want to get better. Like, it's just like pissing me off in a way. Like, of course, like I still believe in us. We're gonna be a good team, but bro, like this is a gauntlet. But I think we're really banking on right now the youth on the team. I think we're banking on Jalen Johnson taking a leap again offensively on his half-court game, because if he does take that leap, I truly believe he'll be a top 12, top 15 player, because I think that's the only thing missing in the game. Well, and effort on defense, because he can play defense, it's just the effort. I really believe in Kingston. Like, I love that pick for us.
Yeah, I like Kingston, man. I like
If
Kingston.
he turns out how he wants to turn out, I think that'll be really good. I think we're gonna make a trade during the trade deadline. That's why I think Ants is gonna sue. Cause I think he's gonna give Zach a timeline. I think Onyeka could be on a trade line, not because he's a bad player, because the value he has with him being a stretch big, him playing the I think he can for a contender. So I do think another move is coming, just not now. I just think it's gonna come later when the season actually starts.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised by the moves. I like some of the moves. I like the pickup of I like the little additions of Wiggins
and Carter.
Who else we got? And
Kevin Carter.
Like, these are good bench rotations. Like, they're gonna replace. They're all they're doing is replacing Corey and Gabe Vincent, those big contracts. They'll, and they can actually give you solid minutes.
They ain't replaced Corey yet because Corey's still on the team.
Oh, he's still on the team. Well,
yeah. Now Gabe Vincent not gonna be back. Gabe Vincent not gonna be back. Kisper's still here.
Well, I need Kisper to get out of here. I love you, Corey, but like I need that money. That we got your replacement. But I really think Vesar, we can bank on Vesar after watching more film on Zuby. We got a dog. I can't. He's an enforcer. Zuby a dog.
But here's the thing though, outside of Kingston Flemings, is Zuby gonna see minutes? I mean, your pick last year, Dev didn't really get no real minutes in Atlanta.
Yeah, nah. That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's gonna get any minutes for real. I think he'll be in CSG League. Same thing with Henry Vesar, because he is a second round pick.
Yeah, but he got a standard contract though.
Okay.
He got NBA contract. So
actually, Vesar could get minutes because Vesar was projected as a first round
pick. Yeah.
But Kingston's gonna most definitely see minutes. I think Kingston will get a starting role after the All-Star break. That's my prediction. Like, once he gets acclimated, because
I don't see it.
I think that's just me. I'm just a big Kingston fan.
I'm gonna tell you why, and let me know if you agree or disagree. Because this is what I'm thinking. Kingston gonna get minutes, no question. Now, when you talk about starting, I think that's only gonna be dictated by how the Hawks are playing. If you get to January and the Hawks, let's just say we are playing good basketball over 500, I think Quinn just keeps everything the same, no change like that. Say now we get January, say we 10 games under 500. Now you might see them say, you know what? Let's go ahead, start the young guy. Let's see what we got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't think if we're playing well, which to me would be anything over 500, I don't think that Quinn makes a change like that.
Yeah. I guess for me, I'm very optimistic. I believe he's gonna hoop so good, he's gonna start regardless. Like, you gotta play. Like, that's how I feel like how good he's gonna hoop. Like, if we win it, I think if we do get because like we're playing good, it's because of him, because his impact. Because like we see analytics run the game, and with Kingston game, he's also analytic friendly. I'm like 50-50 on analytics, but these NBA teams in front office, they go based off that. So if they see his defense is him getting to the rim pressure, because like we need a guard that can attack the rim at a constant rate. CJ, he can't do that anymore because he's older. So, but CJ's the more experienced guard and playmaker at
I mean,
this time.
CJ is our best 3-level scorer right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. He is. So
Right,
CJ's gonna
right
play the
now
whole
he
game.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
So,
that's
yeah,
saying
I
something
think-
for him to be 30, what, 5, 36?
Yeah, he's a hooper. CJ tough. But if people saying the Hawks not gonna make the playoffs, is there where we won't miss it? Yes. But I do think, because here's the thing, the East has 10 legit good teams. The only bad teams in the East right now are Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Chicago. Everybody else are good. Are really good. The East, this is the best East has ever seen. So like we can't have a bad like 5-game lose streak, something like that, because like the standings, I think it's gonna be that close. So
Now
I think
remember, Dev, before we went on that winning streak playing all them losing teams, right?
yeah.
And I know people hate when I say it like that, but we gotta call a spade a spade. We played a bunch of, I'm not gonna say tanking,
Mm-hmm.
but they was losing teams, right? When we
they
won
were
those 11. Remember, we was under 500 when we played
was.
competitive teams with Trae Young injured.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think we were still under 500 when Trae played too, but you know, he didn't play too many games. I think what Trae played for us last year, maybe 10 games. If
it wasn't a lot at all.
Yeah, but we was under 500 at the break. So and I'm going by what you just said. So if we go by what you just said and say the East got 10, and your 10, when you said the East got 10 legit good teams, did that include the Hawks?
Yeah, the Hawks are a good team, yes.
Okay, so do you see right now? Now, let me add this. We know free agency isn't over. We know rosters are not set. Okay, I got to say that because I know how some people get.
Yeah.
But right now, today, what seed do you see the Hawks finishing at today?
Okay.
Off of what you were saying about 10 good teams in the East.
I'm gonna give New York's number 1 right now because they're champions, so we gotta give respect to New York. I'm gonna give Boston.
You ain't got to put them in order. Where do you see, what seed do you see the Hawks being?
6 or 7 seed.
7? Okay. I said
6 or 7.
that's close. That was close to what I said too. I said at best we're 7 seed at best. Cause that's 7th. Oh damn, 7th is playing, ain't it? Damn.
Yeah, it's a playing. I say 6 seed between the 6 and 7.
Okay, let me change that because I thought 7 was. So I say best case scenario for the Hawks currently right now is 6. Is a good best case scenario, and at worst, I think we are. At worst, maybe 10th, but that would mean Dyson Daniels continues to shoot bad. You get no type of lead from Zach. You get and probably a Jalen Johnson injury.
Yeah, because the teams that were better than like in the good teams. We're better than Orlando. We're better than Washington. Indiana's an unknown. I don't know how Indiana.
Why y'all keep saying we better than Washington when they got better players than we do?
I think we have better. I think we have a better structure and better system than Washington. Because like even though Washington has better players, I think we forget how bad they were. Yes, they were tanking. They were playing bad teams.
Yeah, that's why. Really and AD wasn't playing.
And AD wasn't playing. And also, I don't know if AD is gonna be there because it seems like he doesn't want to be there. So like,
they are. The Wizards said they're not trading him.
Yeah, so I think our formula, I can't really explain it, but like,
because I'm saying on paper, to me, Washington is better. Yeah. And once again, when I say this stuff on paper, guys, and this is the off season, when I say this stuff on paper, we're assuming everybody's healthy. Okay, everybody's healthy. You feel me? But I think Washington better. I think on paper, we don't have nobody that could match up with we don't got nobody better than Anthony Davis. Now, once again, if AD is injured, that's a different story. But right now, we don't got nobody better than AD. You could say, okay, they got Trae. Do we have a guard better than Trae? No.
No.
No, let me say that, and I said it like that for a reason. Overall player, right? I'm not saying do we have somebody who could guard Trae, but just when you just compare player to player, right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
We don't got nobody. We don't have a guard better than Trey. Maybe that's a King. Maybe Kingston can take that spot. But right now on paper, I got to give it to Trey. I'll give them AD. I think Jalen Johnson will be the third best. I think Jalen Johnson will be the third best. Sar. Do we got somebody better than Sar?
You can argue. Sar. After Sar, then it's Nikhil.
So you got Sar ranked higher than you rate Sar over Nikhil.
Yeah, because I think Sakar defensively just like he impacts the game better on defense than Nikhil. Sar is a really, really good defender, and he's scaling upwards.
Okay,
but I think, and also here's the thing: I'm a little bit lower on AD now because of the player who he was last year and like the injuries. So like I don't believe in his health at all. So,
well, that's why I said at the beginning, we assuming everybody's healthy.
Okay, that's fair.
We're assuming everybody healthy, right? Now once again, when it's time to play the games, that could be a different story. Somebody could be injured, somebody could be out, somebody could be having a bad season. But once again, I'm just comparing stuff on paper. AD and Trey, you could all.
I guess the thing is,
I'll go AD1. AD1. I gotta go Jalen Johnson too. My bad.
I can't lie. That's not crazy.
And then I'll go. Yeah, and then I'll go Trey. So I'll go AD, Trey. I mean AD, Jalen Johnson, Trey, and then after that, I think it get tough after that.
Because my thing is, even though a team is better on paper, I've seen on paper teams be worse than actual good team with chemistry. I feel like the Hawks right now, the Hawks have a better chemistry base, and I know how you feel on Quinn, but I think Quinn is also a better coach. Is a better coach right now than the Wizards coach, as we've seen currently, just based on provenality and like in a streak on. That's what I believe about the Wizards. That's it. Everybody else got it. That's just my take on the Wizards. But
who is the Wizards coach?
I don't even know. That's why I was about to say. Yeah, I was about to agree with Dale because I don't even know who the coach is.
But everybody else, every other team, I think Miami. Yeah, Miami. Bam,
I mean, obviously because Spoelstra championship coach
is better.
Let me see.
Well, Miami don't have a complete team yet. Well, they're still better, but their team's still.
I mean, they're gonna have Giannis, so I mean.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
At a minimum, Giannis and Bam. So I mean, at a minimum,
Philly.
I think we're better than Orlando. You don't think
so?
Yes.
Actually, matter of fact, I think I know this might make people mad. I don't like Cleveland anymore. I think we're better than Cleveland. I think Cleveland, I'm very low on Cleveland.
We better than any team with James Harden on it.
That's just my take. Cleveland, I'm low on Cleveland. Like every other team can be better than us, but Cleveland, I'm off the Cleveland train. I think
I don't know, man, because I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Once again, on paper, I mean, they won 50. How many games they won last year? 50 something. So
50 games.
I got to see what type of moves they make, but I know we're better. I got us better than Orlando. I got us better than the Bulls.
Of course, the Bulls are one of the worst teams in the East.
We not better than the Pacers.
The Pacers are unknown right now.
I mean, they're not unknown. They had injury.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I think they can. I think but the reason I said they're unknown, I don't know how Hallie's going to come back. So I agree. I'll agree with you. But the Pacers,
once again, we assume everybody healthy.
Yeah,
that's right.
We know when the season start, it's going to be different because. But right now, when I say on paper. We just assume everybody else is healthy.
That's fair. Roster.
Right. What's good, my boy?
Hey, man. I got on a little late. I've been listening to you. I wanted to get back on that Jaylen Brown stuff, man.
Talk to me.
Everybody who didn't want to get rid of Jaylen, didn't want to get rid of whatever we had to get rid of to get Jaylen Brown. I just want to know, how y'all feel. How do they feel now seeing what he went for? Bro, we could have gave up. Well, they want Double O. Man, we could Double O himself or be a better piece than Paul George will be for the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Now I know so to make the money match, you got to make the money match. We could have kept Kuminga, traded Kuminga, and gave them threw in Corey Kispert or Dyson, whatever. They want to save all these guys, bro, that they lost by 50. You know what I'm saying? Like you been said it right after the game, bro. Everybody on that squad, the coach, the water boy, everybody can go after that. Like, ain't nobody off the table. Like, I've been watching this. See, a lot of these fans who we be arguing with, they be young and they be new to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm tired of losing, bro. I've been losing since I was at my mama's house, and you know what I'm saying? We was on the sofa, and you know what I'm saying? You had to turn the TV with the knob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, bro, I'm tired of this, bro.
When they was giving out free tickets.
Yeah, man, yeah. And so it's like, when are we gonna make that move that we can say, well, you know what? We a contender now. Because the 2 times that we went to the Eastern Conference Finals, ain't nobody pick us to be there at the beginning of that year.
Nope, you're right.
Bud got us there with good coaching, with outstanding coaches and mediocre players.
Yeah.
And respect Jeff Teague. Respect Jeff Teague, though. That's my dog. But I agree with you, though.
Yeah.
Jeff Teague, man. Jeff Teague be pissing me off, bro.
Man, listening to hold on, you mean listening to his interviews when he tell you how he didn't try when he was with us? When he say if he get 14 points at halftime, shit, he looking at his phone in the locker room like, shit, what we doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? I got 14 and 4 assists. Yes, I just need to get like 3 more points.
Yeah, I wish Jeff Teague would have never said that, man.
Me too, cause now I don't like him.
I'm like, for real, bro.
He funny as hell. He funny as hell, but now I don't like him.
But I'm with you though, man. Like, I thought we really had an opportunity at like getting Jaylen Brown, man. But you know, it's like what some fans said. If fans really believe like the Celtics didn't want our players, I said, bro, that's not a good look. And people don't want our guys, man. Like,
and we supposed to think that these players that the Celtics didn't want are going to bring us a championship.
And that's what I be asking cats. That's why I said I always ask them.
I be hearing
the homeboy Tank when he come up here. And I asked him the other day. I said, Tank.
Bring up Tank to me.
I said,
Tank delusional. I hope Tank listen. If you listening, Tank, boy, man, Tank just look. I be looking at his camera when he be talking, and when he get y'all riled up after he say some dumb shit, he be laughing, man.
I know, man. Yeah,
Tank don't be believing none of that stupid stuff he be saying. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's all he say. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Hey, that's exactly what he be saying too,
bro.
Bro.
I don't miss a show, bro. I know I can impersonate anybody on here, bro.
I agree.
Exactly what Tank be saying. That's not true. That's
not true. I don't say that all the time. That's not true. That's not true.
Jaylen Brown value. The fact that the league or the Celtics found Jaylen Brown value that low is kind of crazy though. Because like the Celtics could have got any they could have got Jamal. Well, they wasn't gonna trade Jamal Murray. They could have got Jamal. They could have got any other secondary player that's better than Paul George. And what makes it worse, Paul George is making like $54 million this year, and he's 36. So
here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, and this is what I tried. The homegirl, she be in the chat. The homegirl Mary, right? She hit me on Twitter. She said, "Demond, but Jaylen Brown gonna make $60 million, and then next year he want an extension next year, which could probably put around $70 million." And what I was saying was this: Jaylen Brown, right? On his contract. And what I was saying was, it sounds like a lot of money now. I said, but watch when you see these other stars, when their contracts start coming up, the numbers going up. Mm-hmm. It's just like a quarterback. It's like quarterbacks in football, right?
Every position.
Yeah. The highest payers, the highest pay is usually the latest person who got paid, the latest star player.
And the next, when it's time for somebody else's contract, they want to beat that. They want to top that.
Exactly. They're going to reset the market. So you're going to, at the end of the day, like I tell people, bro, you paying sooner or later.
Yeah,
right?
'cause,
Even if you do get lucky, like a Oklahoma City. Now look, they got a championship, right? Now look what they doing.
you gotta pay. Yeah.
Now they got to clear guys out. You paying sooner or later.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City got lucky because they won before they had to pay everybody. But
Let
now
me say
you see,
one thing before I go.
go ahead,
Then
my
I'm
boy.
gone. I'm gonna listen. I want to like the fans be acting like the fans act like if we get a max player, they act like it gonna make our taxes go up or something. You know what I'm saying? Man, spend that billionaire money, man. He's sitting there just holding it, and we worried about. Well, no, we'll be paying too much, and we'll be overpaying the guy. Man, spend that billionaire money, man.
Spin that
What are
shit.
y'all talking
Spin
about?
that shit.
What are y'all
Spin that
talking
shit.
about?
I don't know why fans so frugal, man. You know what I'm saying?
And then they wonder why we never win.
Yeah, I agree. I just think because like I think the only time you don't like overplay if Jaylen Brown was like
I'm gone. I'm still listening though, man.
if JB
All
was a
right, my boy.
lesser player,
My boy Drew said PG had a trade clause that's gonna have him making more than JB. Sheesh. Damn.
yeah,
Mm.
JB man, it would have been cool to see JB back at home though. Have Atlanta bread.
That's what I'm saying. Atlanta, you had two Atlanta guys available, Kessler and Jaylen Brown, man.
I don't know. Well, I mean, like the Lakers sold for Kessler. They gave up they gave up a lot. So I'm not too pressed by the Kessler.
But it's all about how you build in your franchise. See, here's the deal. Fans get caught up in, oh, look at they don't have no draft picks, whoop-de-wop-whoop. That's what title chasing teams, they don't care about first round picks. They don't. It's a lot of teams that give up. I mean, the Clippers, when they got Paul George from the Thunder, gave up a ton of picks. Why? Chasing a title. And at the end of the day, if you're a Clipper fan, what you can't say is your owner didn't try to bring you a championship.
Yeah, even though it did, I know it did. You know, in hindsight, it does look bad because like Shea, J-Dub, this, that. I know it does look bad, but like, you know, I think they play their cards, and unfortunately,
I mean,
you
gotta you gotta be able to take you gotta take a calculated risk somewhere, right? Let's look at the Knicks. Calculated risk. When they gave Jaylen Brown all that money, when they got him from Dallas, I remember they posted a video of Stephen A. Smith complaining. He ain't the guy. Calculated risk. When they gave, how many picks they give him to get Mikal Bridges?
5 first rounders.
And everybody was laughing at him.
They paid a lot of money for OG.
And he ended up being a major contributor in the playoffs this year to the run to the championship. Right? You got to take risks, man. You can't.
For the guys in the chat, says JB made a high contender. I think we have the team that can support JB around him. So like, let's say, boom, hypothetically we get rid of, I don't know, Zach. Who else?
Bro, they can have
and someone else.
Do it like this, Dad. Do it like this. Think of it like this. They can have anybody they want. You gonna start building with Jaylen Brown and Jalen Johnson. You telling me you can't put a team around Jaylen Brown and Jalen Johnson and be a contender?
You can be. I mean, you can be. You can be a contender with like these. I need an NBA show you if you build your team right, you could be a contender. Because like the Knicks are a perfect example. Cause like Jalen, what they did with Jalen Brunson, they put players around him that pick up his flaws and another scorer like in Cat.
And how many? And here's the thing: that how many of those players cheat?
None of them. Except for
Jaylen Brown. I mean, they said if you take Jalen Johnson contract and put him on the Knicks, he's the 5th highest paid player.
Oh no! Here's the thing: all the Hawks players are friendly. The Hawks, everyone, I'll give the Hawks this. All the Hawks players are on friendly, good contracts. Jalen Johnson, Dyson, Nikhil. We're all on friendly, like very friendly contracts.
Yeah, but Nikhil is a career 6-man. He's been there his whole year. Dyson Daniels can't shoot
at all. He can't do anything.
Jalen Johnson is an amazing contract. You don't really got no amazing contract after that.
Zach Hunter, he's on a rookie deal.
So he don't count. he don't count because he on a rookie deal.
Yeah, if you're
Everybody
not
know
counting the rookie deals and like on the, like, well, I would say no one's getting overpaid. No one's getting like paid big time money. Like these are tradable contracts to other teams, like to acquire. Like we could have got JB if we traded. Like we could have got JB if we actually wanted to, or could have. But then again, like you said, I don't think the Celtics value our guys. Like it's also what the other team like. Even though like we made these offers, maybe the Celtics didn't value our players because it goes. Maybe the Celtics they see Paul George. Like matter of fact, we can use Paul George for a year, use his pick, and still be a good. It'd be a good regular season team. Because
you know why our contracts are good.
Because the players aren't that good, in your opinion?
There you go. The homeboy right here said it.
You don't have a big time player getting big time.
I mean, outside of Jalen Johnson, which I will give Landry Fields credit for getting him signed early, right? When the value was low. Because imagine if you had to re-sign Jalen Johnson right now.
He getting them M's.
Third team. What did Jalen make this year? Third team all NBA?
Yeah.
He would have
been eligible for something.
He would have been eligible for a Supermax.
Yeah.
Well, a rookie max extension. That's what it would have been. So I mean, you're gonna pay sooner or later. Why not just go? Here's the thing, Dev. Right? How old are you?
24.
24. So you've never seen the Atlanta Hawks be a real contender from day one, from the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah.
So I ask you this: this whole time, let's say, if you said 21, right?
24.
24. Let's say you start understanding basketball, what you were seeing at 10 years old with the Hawks, right?
Mm-hmm.
That'll give you 14 years of following Atlanta Hawk basketball. Name me one time in your 14 years you thought the Atlanta Hawks was a contender at the beginning of the season.
Never. I never thought it. Even when we was in late in the season, because I think it's pretty known in the basketball world we have a cheap owner. I think it's pretty known that we have a cheap owner too.
Okay, watch this. So you've never seen the Hawks be a contender from day one of the season, right? So in those 14 years, that means, like all other teams, we've drafted for 14 years in a row.
Two star level players.
How many of those guys in 14 years of drafting has any of those guys been a top 5 MVP candidate? You got two dudes out of 14 years that have made all NBA. Just two out of 14 years and 14 years of drafting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I ask you this. How come a guy like you, with 14 years of the Hawks drafting, 14 years of the Hawks not competing for a championship, why wouldn't you just say, you know what? I wish the Hawks would just go out here and get a star player or two.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you. I think like the direction. So like in drafting history, like the Hawks made even in 2005, because the Hawks could have had a superstar in 2005 when they passed Marvin Williams for Chris Paul. That was the guy we should have got, but that's way in the past.
Correct.
But like I think same thing, like going big on free agency. So like go big on trades, because like if you're smaller, even though we're not a small market in my eyes, Atlanta, but basketball terms, I guess, we got to make trades because like our free agents not coming here. Let me try to trade for a guy. Same way like the I'm trying to think the OKC did. The OKC method. They made trades and it's like and they drafted good because you still got to draft well. But when they drafted well, they made trade because they traded for SGA.
And Metro Atlanta, and somebody in the chat correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe not the exact city, maybe not Fulton County, but Metro Atlanta it's a top 10 market.
Yeah, from DeKalb County to Fulton.
A matter of fact, it might be a top 5 market, Metro Atlanta. So, like, when people tell me like when they bring up the market part, I be like, no, that's Metro Atlanta's a top 5 market. Why nobody want to come here, Dev?
Hey, we hosting FIFA right now, like in our backyard.
Yeah. Why nobody want to come here, Dev, and play for our Atlanta Hawks, Dev?
I think so my dad made this theory. It's like because like it's too many distractions, so like things are cheaper. So like they said everybody girlfriends in Atlanta, so like they wives somewhere else, but their girlfriends are here, some quote unquote.
Why not? Why not? But I mean,
I
no
don't know.
offense, no offense.
No offense.
But when it comes, no offense, but why Miami don't got a problem with that?
I don't know. I guess
Miami's Miami.
Oh, there's a lot of
You want to talk distraction? Miami.
Only reason I guess Florida don't have no state tax. That's the only thing with Florida. They don't have the taxes like Georgia. But like, I really don't know. Like that's one thing that always baffled me about Atlanta. Like why star players don't want to come to Atlanta because like we're not a Utah market or a
It's a
Memphis
top
market. No disrespect.
market.
So it's weird. It's kind of weird.
My boy looked it up for me. Atlanta is the 7th largest media market with 6.5 million ranked 6th in the country. And why like that blow do you know, chat? Do you know what would happen or how we as Hawks fans will feel if somebody came here and won a championship for the Hawks?
Legend. Give him a statue.
Bro, they probably would never have to pay for anything in the city of Atlanta. Ever.
Yeah, he get free parking everywhere.
Nobody would fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like they could walk down the street, they be like, "Nah, bro, that's whoop-de-whoop, bro. Hell no, leave that motherfucker." They
can go down to Adamsville right now. They can go down to Adamsville, Glenwood. They can go to any hood in Atlanta, just like walk by
anywhere. And why a player don't want that? Like
I really don't know.
You want to hear a wild theory? Want to hear a crazy theory I had? And then I'm gonna have to end the show because I gotta go back to work. But here's a wild theory, chat. Walk with me on this one, right? Y'all know how people knock KD, and they always say, KD, your titles is fake. You wouldn't win you wouldn't have nothing if it wasn't for Steph Curry going to Golden State. You be going from team to team and you can't win. Whoop-de-wop-woo. Bruh, if Kevin Durant came to Atlanta, right, and played with Jalen Johnson and just won one championship, in my opinion, that changes KD's whole narrative, whole career. Could you imagine that? Everything that people say about Kevin Durant, he not a winner, even though he got 2 finals MVPs. You did it, Wick. If you didn't have to, imagine he came here and won one championship. One. You telling me that wouldn't change the way people view Kevin Durant? It definitely would in Atlanta. He'd be a god walking around, but put the statue up. And I would just think about that one day. That would change, in my opinion. I think that changes KD's whole narrative, whole career outlook. The way people look at KD's career. It would change everything.
If he would have won in Houston or Phoenix, like if he just wins winning anywhere else outside of Golden State,
has a championship. See, the thing is, you come here. I don't want to say disgruntled, but what's the word I could use for KD? I don't know, disgruntled. I'm gonna say it anyway, even though it's not the word I want. But disgruntled superstar comes to Atlanta and wins the organization's first championship. Can you imagine out there on Peachtree with Kevin Durant on top of that bus holding up the Larry O'Brien? That place will be packed. KD probably would have the #1 jersey, bro. Like that would be crazy.
And he'll be instantly the best player of all time. Well, if KD's on the team, if KD gets on the roster, he's already the best player of all time.
That would elevate. As a Hawks fan, I hate to do it, but if he did come here, I would have to put him above Dominique, bro.
I mean, that's not crazy. That's not crazy at all. KD, I mean, that's not crazy at all. KD's better than Dominique already.
But wouldn't that be crazy, though? Killing a narrative on himself, bringing the Hawks our very first championship. Bro, that would be wild. It was just something I was thinking about one day, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we got Wiggins. We got Devin Carter. So CJ McCollum. Hopefully,
like I said, I'm very optimistic. I think we're gonna make a move in the
what type of
during
move?
the trade deadline. That's
You
my
talking
prediction.
about the deadline?
Yeah, the deadline, because like even free agency going, I didn't think it was gonna make that many moves in free agency. I think our biggest move was gonna be the draft. So I'm not surprised what's going on because there's not that many big free agents anyway. This free agency, all the big moves have all been trades. Giannis, Kawhi, and Jaylen Brown, they're all been trades. So free agency really hasn't been. It really hasn't been free agency that's been big. It's just been all the trades going on. So that's why I think it's gonna happen later on.
Yeah, let me ask you, in your opinion, is Jalen Johnson a superstar?
No, there's only like 8 superstars in the league to me.
Okay. Is Jalen Johnson a number one option to you?
1B. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be honest. No, he's like 1B. You could prove me wrong, but he's like.
So when are we gonna get a superstar or a first option? Do you believe Kinston Flemings is that guy, or do you believe that Kinston Flemings is a piece?
I think Kinston Flemings is a 1B, but
no, we ain't doing that 1A 1B.
1A. Is he a guy?
Is he a number one option? Yes or no, Dev? See, when y'all tell me stuff like 1A, you know what that's like? That's when you ask somebody, you know what that is, Dev? That's like when you ever ask somebody when they be like, hey, how pretty is that girl? Rate her 1 through 10, but you can't say 7 because a lot of people say a 7 because they want to walk. Yes or no?
All right. I want to be completely honest with myself.
Be honest. And I'm talking, and you can talk about Flemings. You can project if you think he will be a number one guy. You can say, yeah, he's number one. So when I ask you, is he a number one guy? I'm not saying as of now.
As of now. Okay, I understand.
But do you project him to be the number one option for the Hawks?
Of his upside, I'm gonna say honestly, yes. There is a world I can see him being better than Jalen Johnson. I think that's from my prediction. I think I can see him as a number one.
Okay, so
I could be wrong. But I'm gonna say
that's cool. That's cool. We just projecting right now, obviously. So you believe that you're looking at Jalen Johnson and Kinston Flemings being our 1 and 2 guys?
Yeah, that's. I think that's yes, because that's also how I believe the front office and the coaching staff is looking at him.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. Like, I'm a big Kinston fan. I'm behind him 100%. I think he that guy. You know what I'm saying? I think, because somebody asked me, do I think Jalen Johnson is number one option? And I think he actually is a number one option. I think the only bad thing about Jalen Johnson is almost similar to Zachary Ricochet, is that Jalen Johnson just happened to get drafted to a team that already had a star player. So he was kind of and we were supposed to try to compete. So his development got put on the back burner. Mm-hmm. I think what we saw from Jalen Johnson, if we was a straight tanking team when we got him, say we didn't have a Trey, that I think that Jalen Johnson, what we saw the last year, we could have had that a couple years earlier. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think Jalen Johnson is a number one option.
I just want to see him improve the half court game, and I do agree. I see where you come from. Like if he had more minutes earlier here, he would have had that already developed. And I do think I'll see it this year. I just want to see the effort defensively off him because I feel like if he would have had defensive effort better, then I'll upgrade him more in that role. But since I don't see the effort, that's one thing I don't like about Jalen, because like we see him play defense. Literally last year before this season, like, he was playing. I don't know what just happened, but I believe if he doesn't have to be a crazy like the top 5 3-level scorer, just a solid mid range. There's no what to do whenever he gets doubled. Is that like be able to alleviate the pressure and play just some solid defense, just be a B+ defender, not a C. Then yes, but I think that's why I was just projecting because I haven't seen that yet. versus Kingston. Kingston already has a 3 level into his game, and I think he's a better prospect coming out than Jalen Johnson as well of college.
Okay. And want to hear another hot take before I get out of here?
Mm-hmm.
I believe if given the opportunity that Zachary Ricochet could be the third best player on the team.
I think.
Does that sound crazy, or does that sound realistic?
Let
me run some stuff by you real quick while I come up with that theory. He's only 21. Got 2 years in the league, right?
Yeah, he's still very young.
He already can shoot the basketball. 2 years with limited time, he still shoots 36% from three. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'9-ish, 6'10-ish. He tall, he long. He has I see him guard multiple players, from guards to forwards. One time I seen him, we put him on check when we was playing Oklahoma City one time. He held it down. So he's already a good on-ball defender, which I don't know. You probably could find some analytics to support that. I don't know what analytics they have out there that shows on-ball defender individually, individually, not when he on the court with the second unit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's solid. He's just skinny, so he gets pushed around, but he doesn't even put on weight.
The eye test says he can defend. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I see him chase and follow guards, forwards. Right. So to me, he checks multiple boxes already. Length, defends, can stretch the floor. Once he adds a better handle, I think he becomes one of the best players on the team. But the thing about Zach is the consistency isn't there.
That's big though, because right now I think Onyeka or Nikhil probably our third best player, because Nikhil, he had a hell of a year last year.
But he's a 10-year vet, bro.
Yeah, for true. But he did
and let's be honest.
I didn't expect this to get out of Nikhil though. Like no, I thought he was
but he only got that because Trey got hurt. If Trey never gets hurt, Nikhil he plays his regular role at least until the All-Star break. He plays his regular role as the sixth man. That's what we brought him here for, to be the sixth man. His whole career, he's come off the bench, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, Double O, that was a good point. I forgot about Double O.
Yeah, I think Double O's a third best.
Double O is a very good player, right?
Yeah, I love Double O.
I gotta salute Double O. When Landale went down, he was playing 35 minutes, holding it down, doing what he could. But like I said, I think that Zachary Ricochet could be the third best player on the team. But once again, the consistency. Zachary Ricochet, in my opinion, is almost under the same track as Jalen Johnson. Got drafted to a team that really didn't need Ricochet, right? I mean, I don't want to say need, excuse me. We really wasn't in a developmental mode as a team when we drafted him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Showed you flashes of what he could do rookie year with the 30-point games, the great shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, already has the length, already has the long arms, already can move. The only thing he's missing is a better handle. But I think stuff like that comes from
finishing. Sometimes his finishing can be iffy.
Right. But I think stuff like that comes from if the coach doesn't want you to do certain things, you're not going to do them. And when you don't do them over and over again, you can't get better at that skill.
Yeah.
Right. So if the coach is telling you, I want you to stretch the floor, shoot threes, that's what he's going to do. And the finishing stuff that, well, I think he can finish at the rim. I just don't think he has he doesn't get enough opportunity And I also believe that if Quinn lets him just go play ball without a monkey on his shoulder saying, "Hey, you better not mess up or you're gonna come out." I think that was the biggest difference that we saw with Zach when he was with Trey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think, because with my eye test is he finishes. The reason why he's finishing it bad because of the lack of shrimp. Because
That
you
could be
see
true.
all the best finishers has like, so that can be solved in the weight room. Also,
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I agree with that point. He does need to improve the finishing. I agree on that. I agree on that. And improve the ball handling. I agree on that.
The main thing I agree with you most though, if Zach was a number 10 pick or if we was like a bad team, then he wouldn't be all this pressure. I think because the Hawks timeline didn't match the development, it just amplifies this. So is he underperforming? Yes. Yes.
Let me say it like this.
I agree
He's
with you
underperforming when you compare it to where he was drafted.
Yeah.
If he was drafted, it's like you said, and I think I told somebody that too also, if he was drafted 10th overall, no one would care. They'd be like, oh, he's coming along just fine. But we all know it's a certain type of expectation that comes when you're being picked 1 overall, 2 overall.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's getting compared to Coop, Wemby, all the other number 1 picks. That's unfortunate. When you are drafted number 1, they compare to the ones of previous years and the one that's going to come after you. And it's unfair, but that's just the unfortunate of it. So, and it doesn't make it no better when you see a guy like Stephon Castle for the San Antonio same draft class performing on a championship contender, or like Alex Sarr who's playing good, or even
and remember,
I don't know,
Sarr, the Wizards wasn't trying to win shit, and you can see the usage for Sarr jump up with him from year 1 to year 2. Castle, when he goes to San Antonio, they wasn't really winning shit. If I remember correctly, when he go to San Antonio, Wemby hadn't even had a 500 season yet in San Antonio.
Yeah, Wemby was hurt. Wemby got hurt last season.
Right. So I say all that to say, once again, your opportunity and your situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people take that into consideration when they saying, well, look at Castle. Well, look at Castle. How about let's look at Carter Bryant? He a rookie playing in the playoffs. Reed Shepherd, a rookie playing in the playoffs.
He didn't get that much playing time, actually, to be fair. Because the same thing's happening to Reed, but different. Because Reed's not getting a lot of opportunity, and whenever he messed up like last year, Ime took him out instantly.
Well, that's because he was messing up in the playoffs.
Yeah, true.
Which is different because Reed, I don't even like to use Reed really because he's a point guard.
Yeah, okay.
And he's on the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So I think, like my boy, shout out to my boy Marquis in the building, man. What up, Mark? Like he said, I think Jalen Johnson. Now, I agree with Mark, but I know I'm gonna get some slack. Jalen Johnson, King Fleming, Zach Irvin should say. I think if you focus developing more on those two, I mean, Jalen Johnson is pretty much where I like him to be, stat-wise, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he put a great number.
Obviously, we can nitpick his game. Yeah, we need you to play better defense, work on your handle, woo. But
just for the playoffs.
If Jalen Johnson, if Jalen come out and give me another 22, 25, 10, 5, I'm good with him.
Oh, no, regular season, he gonna hoop. I'm just talking about for the offs. Like regular
season.
The
problem with the off is we need another guy. And we need Flem or Zach to be that guy because guess who didn't show up in the playoffs? What's my boy name? Nikhil, who's supposed to be like the number 2 or 3 option, however you want to look at it when you compare with him and CJ McCollum. Nikhil was nowhere to be found, but I kind of expect that because he's a career role player. Role player, usually you don't look for them in the playoffs, right? They usually have a bad game or bad games. You're looking for your stars to come through, right? So maybe if you have Flemings, you have a Zachary say who can get more usage and get them 3 and score more points with 3-point shooting and stuff. That takes a lot of pressure and stuff off Jalen Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all we need, a guard to take off pressure. So like I do believe in Jalen. Like I said, I think what this NBA season have shown, you need players to alleviate from your star player, you know? So like say near the Knicks, Jalen Brunson in some of those games wasn't playing too good, but guess what? He had 30 points from OG to help him out.
But we saw that when we won those 2 games. You had those big games from CJ McCollum.
Yeah, CJ McCollum, like because Jalen Johnson played good.
Because they started game 1. Their game plan was to get Jalen Johnson take him out the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they thought they did game plan that much for CJ McCollum. So CJ McCollum run out there to give you 32. Then they started game planning for CJ McCollum. No one else was there.
Mm-hmm.
Nikhil, nowhere to be found. Bad shooting games. Quinn he just had Kuminga. Well, he didn't even use Zach after game 1. He was putting in Corey Kispert, who was giving us nothing. But my thing about Jalen Johnson is his vision is really not that good.
I think because of I think he has good vision, but his lack of creation makes it look worse. So like,
is it creation or is it lack of trust? You don't think he trusts? Because he always forced the ball. He'll force the ball to double O when he get in trouble.
I'm saying lack of self-creation. So like that's the thing. So like he'll self-create and he's not with nothing working, so he passes it away because he can't. That's why I kind of noticed versus like that lack of trust. So like imagine you ever hoop in LA Fitness, a dude he can't get a bucket, he not moving, so he just passes the ball away because he's getting boxed. That's what I was seeing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show, family. That's why I didn't drop the link, because I knew I was about to end the show. I got to go back to work, finish some work at the house. We'll be back on tonight. It's gonna be a little later show because, like I said earlier, I got to go to Run Club this evening. Knock out a couple miles.
Hey, but man, stay hydrated.
Oh, don't. Hey, when you out here running in Texas, dog, you learn how to deal with the heat. Trust me. But I'm gonna be back up here later. We're gonna have a late show, so if y'all up, it's probably Cujo saying cap. It's probably gonna be around 9:30ish Atlanta time. I don't know if y'all gonna be up. I'll tap in, and we'll continue these conversations that we're having about the Hawks off season and stuff like that. So it's your boy Demond. Shout out to my boy Dev tapping in, hanging out with your boy, and I'ma holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up. About to get in a 10K. I feel you, Mark. Yeah, I did an easy 4 miles this morning. So I'm gonna go back out there and do probably another 4. So salute to everybody who tapped in, man. We appreciate the support. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hype the video, hype the live as we continue to grow the channel. Only interactive fan channel for our Atlanta Hawks. Make sure y'all tap in. Y'all know how we do up here, man. I'm out. Let me get my butt back to work before go to bed. Y'all won't be no show. Let me get back to work before I be fired, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up, man. Peace.